All right, so I know I'm late, everyone. I know, I'm like super late for my July faves and fails, but I had to do them. This time around, we've got a lot of like cute, inexpensive, like fashion-y items too that I've been loving lately, and then a couple of beauty items. And this time, instead of starting with makeup, we're gonna start with the other stuff. Woohoo! First thing I want to talk about are these shoes I got from Target recently. These are like these espadrille style sandal-y wedges, and these are so comfortable, so cute. And I love that because the heel is nothing crazy, it still makes my legs look nice. You know what I mean? You know, like when you wear a little heel, your legs look a little bit, at least I think my legs look a little bit more fit. I don't know how else to explain that. Not only that, but the white I feel like makes me look a little bit tanner. Like these are just like the perfect summer into fall type shoe. I'm definitely gonna be wearing them next summer too. The brand is Universal Thread, and I got the size 7.5 wide. I typically wear anywhere between 7.5 and 8, and I have slightly wider feet. So these are really comfortable. I did wear them the other day, and I did feel like it takes a little getting used to having a little bit of height in the front too. Something to be aware of, but I don't feel like they rub on my feet weird. Like the day I put them on, I was ready to wear them. No blisters or anything like that. Now, another fashion favorite is this hat I got on Amazon. And I've seen these all over Instagram, and I've been wanting one. I've been starting to notice a lot of like freckles and stuff showing up where, you know, when I'm outside, even though I'm wearing sunblock, if I sweat, a lot of the sunblock is kind of removed, you know? And so a hat is so perfect for that. So I've been wearing this anytime we go to like our little pool, and it's so cute. I think it's like actually cute on, and then I love the cute little ribbon. It makes me think of Hello Dolly. I can't explain it. It's flattering. It was really easy to pack when we went to the cabins. You can literally just like fold it like this. You can roll it up if you want, and then it just pops right back into shape. They have different colors, so if you wanted more of a pure white, and I don't remember all the other options, but I just thought this was so cute. I really didn't have a sun hat. I used to have a really big one, but it was so big that like I never ended up wearing it. I never packed it, and so I eventually got rid of it, but this is kind of that medium size that I think is so perfect. I need to like take a chill pill. I've been like going today, and I am feeling the stress of it for sure. And I'm trying this Chameleon cold brew latte I found at Meijer, a grocery store near me, the other day, and it's pretty good. If you see any movement, as usual, my beagle Pinocchio is asleep in the pillows. Anyway, so another fashion favorite, these bracelets I got on Amazon. I might have talked about it recently in my Amazon favorites video I did where I just shared. It was basically just like vomit of all my Amazon favorites in a video with links. So if you're interested in that, I can link it up in the eye down below. But I love this little bracelet set. It came with 3. My daughter broke one, okay? But it's this really pretty, like kind of light silver. It's got these little gold dangles on them, and I just think it's so pretty and cute. They're really comfy, and obviously they're slightly breakable. She literally just pulled until it broke, and I'm like, of course. Why did I let you play with those? That was on me. All right, another favorite. This was sent to me a long time ago, and I had it sitting in my closet. This recent trip we took to a cabin, just like with our family, I used this for the first time, and it's from the brand Complex Culture, and it is this makeup bag. Now, it's freaking pricey. Again, they sent this to me when I looked it up before this video, because I was like, I have to mention this. It's $75. If you're gonna buy this, like, you need to know you're gonna use it a ton, and I think this is the coolest thing. So, it's super sturdy, so if you're packing it, nothing inside of it is gonna get squished. Like, it is not being squished in any way, shape, or form. And so it's got these 2 layers. So the first layer is obviously this mirror. Here, it's got this brush holder, and I used it that entire week without realizing that there was a brush holder on the back too. I literally stuffed all of my stuff in here. But not only that, but this can actually be removed, and you just have this open spot here. Now what's cool, I've already like stained it, of course. What's cool is it's made so that you can still put makeup underneath it and leave the brush thing on, so it can fit all of that. And so then on the bottom, it's just another open area. I was able to fit all of my makeup in it, and it was perfect. And the mirror is big enough that you can use it to get ready, which I did, and it's like a vegan leather, really, really well made, really strong zipper. So I had to give this a shout out because I think it is such a nice makeup bag. Let's talk a couple of beauty items. So a skincare thing I am loving is from The Ordinary. So it's under 10 bucks. I want to say this is like $9.80, and it is their 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now, here's the thing. I just love rosehip seed oil, and the one I was using before this was from the brand Trilogy, and it was like 3 or 4 times the price, I want to say. And so I was excited to save money on this. I use this on any scars I have, but I also use this as my last step in my skincare routine all over my face. And what I love about it is that I feel like it evens out my skin tone. It's really moisturizing. I feel like when I use the retinol in conjunction with this, I don't end up with any peeling or redness or sensitivity, and that is huge. So I have been loving this. I'm totally, when I run out of this one, gonna buy it again from The Ordinary. I think it's fantastic at a really, really, really good price. And where's The Ordinary sold? Sephora, right? Not Ulta. I think it's Sephora, so just saying. For a while, I wanna say it was sold out and I had to wait till it came back in stock. All right, let's talk about something I was not loving. This Maybelline Cheek Heat. It's this gel cream blush. Honestly, I just tried this in a video, but I'm already like, I don't like it. I just know what kind of formula I like and I don't like this. And most of you guys agreed with me. It's just like not crazy pigmented, which is fine, but it's kind of gloppy and maybe almost too sheer. And once I got it on, I layered it on a second time and I still felt like you could barely see it. And then it was just like gone within an hour. Like you couldn't see it at all. It was such a waste of time. Such a waste of money. So I've heard that there's like maybe a more purpley shade that might be better than the other ones, but even still, I just was not a fan. If you're looking for more of a liquid blush, I recommend the Physicians Formula ones and the Flower Beauty blush bombs over this. But just keep in mind, if you want a more sheer formula, go with the Flower Beauty ones. If you want a little bit more pigment to it, go with the Physicians Formula. I ended up root clipping my hair to dry. I was sharing about it on my Instagram and I also vlogged about it today, so you'll see that in a future video. And I do feel like it added a little bit of volume at the top of my roots as it just air dried naturally today. So that was like an exciting discovery. And I used these clips that I just bought on Amazon. It was like $3 for 12 from the Goody brand or something. Okay, wonderful new discovery from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. So I have the lightest shade, which upon first glance I thought would be too light for me. I love it. I'm wearing it today. There's something about this that just flatters the skin. It blends in so seamlessly. But I want to share with you that this other new brush I just discovered is incredible to use with it. So this is that Ecotools, like 360. It says it's for bronzer and it says it's best with powder. So when I used this originally in the video recently with that Maybelline blush, I was using it with cream blushes and it is amazing with cream blushes. I've used it with a couple of them. It's incredible, but I decided to give it a try with some powders. And with powder bronzer, you guys, it was the most seamless application today. Like I didn't have to blend it in at all. If you have a bronzer that you struggle blending, try this brush out. This quickly moved up the ranks. And again, I know I just recently tried it, but it's so good. I'm like, I don't care. It's already a favorite. I might buy a second one so I can be using one for bronzer and then I can still be using another for like liquid blush. Let's talk music. Have you listened to Taylor Swift's Folklore album? I have. And it's such a, I was telling my friends the other day, I'm like, it's such a mood though. Like it, sometimes when I'm listening to it, I'm like, it kind of gets me down. And so I can't listen to it too much, but there are a few songs I love. My favorite song, I really like the song August and Cardigan and The One. But I think my favorite might take you by surprise if you've listened to the album, but I think my favorite is The Last Great American Dynasty, because if you dive into that, it's actually about the woman, Elizabeth Harkness, who actually owned the mansion that Taylor Swift owns in Rhode Island, which is fun for me because my brother lives in Rhode Island. This woman actually used to own this and she was married to an oil tycoon, so it's kind of telling the story of her life and the story of, you know, what her life was like when they lived in that house and stuff. And I love history and I'm a geek and I love Taylor Swift and it is like the best combo of both. So definitely give the song a listen, look at the lyrics and then look into it. There are tons of like, I feel like I read a BuzzFeed article or something kind of explaining a lot of it, which is kind of cool. So I can link that below too. A drink favorite. I don't have any kitchen favorites this time or snack favorites, but I did want to mention, I've probably mentioned this like last year. One of my favorite drinks when I want something bubbly, but I don't necessarily want like sparkling water, is Zevia. If you've never heard of them, oh my gosh, I feel like every time I go to the store to get more, like every week I'm buying another 6-pack of them, there's always like 2 or 3 other people getting them too. Like it's just like spreading around. It's got 0 calories, basically just 0 everything, but it's flavored like certain sodas. So my favorite, I've tried almost all of them. My number one favorite is their ginger root beer. It is so good. It tastes so similar to root beer. And so I'll drink one of those like almost every evening. And then I've also tried, I don't know if it's new or not, but for the first time I tried their strawberry pop. And that was pretty good too, but it's a lot. So like if you don't like strawberry pop, don't get it. But they have a cream soda one I see a lot of people buy a lot. I've tried like their cola one and their fake Mountain Dew one. Did I try the fake Mountain Dew one? I don't know. They have so many, you guys. You've got to try them. It's just, I love it so much, and I drink one almost every night, like I said, and it's just fantastic. So, book that I just finished, although I don't know that it's necessarily a favorite, is Little Fires Everywhere. And I haven't seen the miniseries or show that has Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon yet. I am definitely planning on watching it. But I was telling my husband the other day, I'm like, you know, we share about the books we're reading and stuff, and sometimes I'll be like, you have to read this one. Or I'm like, no, you don't need to. This one I liked. Like, I've definitely thought about it a lot since I finished it a week or so ago. Basically, it's about this woman and her family that live in this really upscale neighborhood called Shaker Heights in Ohio, which is a real neighborhood. Actually, I keep meaning to ask my dad because he grew up in like Parma, Ohio, so I know he knows of Shaker Heights, so I need to ask him about it. It's about this other family that kind of moves in and how different their lives are and how they end up getting to know each other and how they affect each other's lives. And it is a good story. I will say that. And there were definitely times like I was like tearing up and kind of crying, but I just kept feeling like, when is the climax? Like and I never felt like, even though it was interesting throughout, I never felt like there was that one moment that was the climax. And I don't know why that bothered me, but it did. Anyway, so that's it. It was still a good read. If you're just wanting a book that you could, if you like to read, you'll probably read in like a week, that would be a good one. And then you could watch the miniseries too, and we can talk about it. Right now I'm reading Just Mercy because if you recall when I did the Black-owned makeup brands video, I've donated the money from that to Equal Justice Initiative, which is Bryan Stevenson's charity, if you will. I mean, it essentially is a charity, but as I'm reading the book, he talks about starting it and basically what it is and what they're doing. And now what they're doing is even more, but just, it's, oh my gosh, it's so interesting. I'm about halfway through the book right now. I'm flying through it. And again, there's a movie about it and I'm definitely gonna be watching that. So I feel like that was fast, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd love if you subscribe, join our little happy corner of the internet. I upload 3 times a week. I do lifestyle vlogs, cooking, beauty, all kinds of stuff. And sorry this video was so super late, but I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.